Hello everyone, welcome back to Potted Plant Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today we're going to be continuing talking about Star Wars with Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It was released in 2002, and it stars Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman, Ewan McGregor, Christopher Lee, Samuel L. Jackson, Frank Oz, Ian McDiarmid, Tamara Morrison, and Jimmy Smits. It was directed by George Lucas and it was produced by George Lucas. And in this movie tells us how the war between the Republic and the Separatists started. So in this movie, we see how the clones came to be. We see how Anakin and Padme ended up together. And you learn who Count Dooku is. And yeah, that's pretty much the plot of this film. You learn about how this is the movie that shows us how the Clone Wars started. I know I said in my last Star Wars review that I liked Phantom Menace better than Attack of the Clones. And now that I've rewatched Attack of the Clones, I'm kind of like, maybe I like it about the same. So let's go over my pros with this movie. It's got some great special effects that really hold up well. I mean, there's a few shots where you can tell it's, kind of fake, it's a little dated. And actually, the special effects hold up in this movie way better than they did in the first one. It's got some great action in it. The music is great. The sets are great. It's got some good suspense. And the movie, I know the movie can be a lot of... there's quite a bit of talking in the movie, but once it reaches that factory scene, it really takes off. It is so great after that. The lightsaber fight between... Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting Count Dooku, and Yoda coming to fight Count Dooku. It's all so great. So great, man. I love the action in this movie. I loved it when Obi-Wan was trying to go one-on-one with Jango Fett. That's fun to watch, too. I also love... I know it's not a big detail, but in the scene where Anakin is saying... that how he slaughtered the Sandmen. After he explains this to Padme, the Imperial March starts playing, and I think the point of it was to sort of give you like a hint, like this is where it starts with him, becoming Darth Vader. So I really like that. This is not a perfect movie. It's not even one of the better Star Wars films. So let's go over my cons with it. Anakin has always been considered in this movie to be a little bit creepy. The way he acts around Padme, it is a little creepy. I'll admit, he is a little creepy. Maybe people exaggerated some, but he's a little creepy. Also, at toward the beginning of the film, when Anakin and Obi-Wan are chasing after that assassin, for somehow, he, looks down and he sees her way in the distance, and then he jumps out and he lands perfectly on top of her little ship. What? That was really stupid. Really, really stupid. Also, so you remember in what Empire Strikes Back when they went into the asteroid field? Remember how suspenseful that was and how scared the characters were? In this movie, there's a scene where Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jango Fett and Boba Fett in two different ships, they go into an asteroid field, but there's no suspense with them going into it. They just sort of mosey on into a asteroid field. I mean, who calmly would ever fly into an asteroid field? I mean, that scene is fun to watch when they're in it with the explosions going off and the shooting. It's a lot of fun to watch, but they just sort of mosey on into it like it's nothing. Like, what? Yeah. A lot of people like to say that Hayden Christensen isn't a very great actor, and I can see what they mean, but I like him as Anakin Skywalker. This movie suffers the same flaws that Phantom Menace did. I don't think quite as bad, but like, so people like to criticize the prequels for saying that the actors' performances are kind of wooden. And I definitely see what they mean, but I thought that this movie actually improved on that a little bit versus Phantom Menace. Um, but it doesn't bother me that much, honestly. Okay, so with all that being said, I'm going to give Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones a 75. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Potty Planet Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave movie suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Potty Planet Entertainment for channel updates, and much love.